Hello, it's Diane, and I'm here with a couple of Christmas books that I've just completed. I have a Christmas smash type book and a junk journal. I don't know if I'll be able to show them both in one video, but let's start with the smash book. Here's the cover. It's just a collection of tidbits and some journaling cards. And this is made with a variety of K & Company and Tim Holtz papers and maybe some other things. All from last year. I haven't gone out and purchased any craft supplies in quite a long time. So here's the first page. That's a Tim Holtz, and this is something cut off from a different paper. It says Our Christmas Traditions. Some gingerbread paper. Whoops, I skipped one. There's a spot for a photo, and this Christmas card is open, so you can tuck something inside there. Some gingerbread and cookie paper, and I glued on a piece of journaling paper up there. And this, I cut off the border of part of the paper and put it back on as a little pocket, and then have the Tim Holtz old Christmas Carol paper made into a book and stuck in there. And also this is the Christmas Carol paper made into a trifold. They can put a picture here or a journal on it, and I stamped on a shipping tag. Put some seam binding in it. This one is also using the Tim Holtz Christmas Carol paper. I made a belly band and put this little circle, half glued it down to give the book something to rest in so it doesn't fall out. And this one was made with, it's a full 12-inch strip, and I folded it so that I could glue the centers together, and then these ends are glued so that it's a little pocket for tags. And I made these tags with my Cricut to get just the right size. Put a paper clip on that. This one has a pocket going this way with a tab for journaling, and journaling here. You can put a picture here, and there's also a pocket going that way. And I glued some notebook paper on the back for journaling. And this has a journaling card, which I don't even know what that company what company that came from. A friend of mine gave me some of these items. And this I printed off the internet, Happy Holidays, and glued a strip of the Tim Holtz paper on there. Some more of those shiny papers, glittery things that my friend gave me. He's making a list and checking it twice. Same thing with this. I just trimmed off a border from the K & Company paper and turned it into a pocket. 2 photo mats. Here's some K & Company Christmas tree that I fussy cut around and stitched it down, folded it up, put a Tim Holtz piece on there with a little tab, and then it's not stitched down completely so that you can insert these and put a picture here. It's stitched here and here and here. I like stitching on paper. I think it gives a nice look, something different. This is K & Company paper, and I just put this little journaling spot on there. This one has a little thing cut out that has a December calendar, so you can circle whatever day that this page refers to. And a couple of tabs stuck in there. I used Martha Stewart punch to punch out some green paper to make a little lacy border on that chickadee paper. And this one has pockets. Both of these pages have pockets made with my Cricut. And I used library cards and stamped Christmassy designs on them. And put some sticky trim on there from Michael's, I think it's Recollections, to decorate it. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Has a little sticker on it. This one has a thing cut out from the Cricut from the Pretty Pennants collection, and I glued it on as a little pocket. And it has this. I put some graph paper on the back of it for journaling. There's a little pocket here, tag, and a little book from Tim Holtz paper. And this one has a little paper clip with a little gem on it. This one I glued Winter Wonderland on the top, and this one is a pocket. And I had this book from the library, an old book I picked up for either free or $1, and it has all these questions in it, so I thought this was really awesome. So I selected these, I glued them to leftover paper, cardstock paper, and it says, my Christmas favorites, my favorite thing to do on Christmas Day, my favorite childhood toy, my favorite Christmas tradition, my favorite Christmas movie, my favorite Christmas food, and my favorite Christmas carol. I thought that would be fun. This is just from another Christmas book that I had. This one I punched some photo corners in so they could insert a photo there. Here's a pocket made with leftover paper that I border punched. I think that's a Martha Stewart punch. This was also from the internet. I don't know the website. I printed it out a couple years ago. But it's about an event at somebody's house, who was there, the best part, and the funniest moment. And this one has a couple of pieces of Christmas doilies that I had purchased at the dollar store a couple years ago. And I just cut off some pieces and added them to the Tim Holtz Jingle Bell phrase there. This is K & Company paper, so cute, with the teddy bear and candy canes. And then this is a Tim Holtz paper. I wanted it to have the December 25th on it, so I just folded it so that it would form a flap and it would fit in the book. And another doily, paper doily, and it says, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Maybe I do have time to do the junk journal. So here's the junk journal. Both of these books are made with old book covers, books that I took apart. This one has a, it's stuck back there, a tassel that I had purchased on clearance, and I love it. Look at the beads. Isn't that pretty? It's perfect to match the color. One of those doilies I distressed, and I just put some words on here. Christmas Memories is the title of the book, and I added words magic, tradition, celebrate, and family. Cut the word December out with my Cricut, and some just leftover pieces glued on. Here's a pocket that I had made with my Cricut. This is printed from the internet. It says holiday shopping, and it has some categories and holiday to-dos. And I included and this pocket is stitched on with a zigzag stitch, a piece of music paper stamped on it, and graph paper with a border stamp across the top. And this is from my Netflix from last winter with a Christmas sweater design on it. I thought it was cute. I just covered up my address with a journaling spot. Put a cute little paper clip on there. This is from the Christmas book that I mentioned in the other book. Has a dog in there with his Christmas presents. It says from Santa Claus. Here's a pocket made out of Tim Holtz papers. And I put 2 more pages from that other little book with the journaling on it. Does your family open gifts on Christmas Eve, or do you wait till Christmas morning? How did your tradition get started? And does someone in your family have a favorite baking tradition? Tell his or her story or share a recipe here. Here's a sentence paper. That also has a paper clip. I used a piece of musical note washi paper, or washi tape, to make a little flag on it. This is a Christmas card that I got a set of like 6 cards or something in the mail a couple years ago from Colonial Williamsburg, and I don't even know why. And I thought, unsolicited mail sometimes is really good in junk journals, so I put it in here. It has a recipe there. This is lined paper, and I used a piece of scrapbook paper. It looks like musical notes in red to put a border on there. This is from a magazine. Also has a scrapbook strip border on it. This is from my Norman Rockwell giant book that I've mentioned in another video. And this, I got this from Julie, Paper Bag Lady 1. I love her junk journals, so I stole this idea from her. It's a piece of scrapbook paper folded into a folder, and I just cut out some nice quality paper and put it in there for journaling, and you can tie it up. I work in the card department I work in a pharmacy, but I also work in the cards. I do the cards, and this is saved from one of the backs of the cards. It says for kids, not the back of a card, but those cards that stick in the pocket so you know what category you're in. And I had purchased an old scrapbook at a flea market, and it wasn't a very interesting scrapbook, but it had old magazine cutouts. That's all it was. There was no writing in it, which was disappointing. But I saved the magazine cutouts, and I included that. Looks like it's from the 50s. Some washi tape. There's a place for a picture and the date there. Another cute paper clip there. Write down your family's favorite Christmas dinner. This is also from Julie, Paper Bag Lady 1, and it's just a paper bag and pocket. I included this flashcard because it has a gingerbread boy on it. And she also did this with the strips of paper that were cut off from the other pad. Make a little pad and insert it into the paper bag. And then on the back, just use your scrapbook paper to make extra pockets. And I made tags with my Cricut, and there's a shipping tag that I stamped on. Some ledger paper, and I put tabs on each one. There's 3 sheets there. This is a bag that comes with my card order at the drugstore I work at. It has all my tickets and things in it. Every time I get an order, I get one of these bags. So I saved a few of them, and I covered up the printing on the bags with, this is from that old book, and this is Making Spirits Bright from a piece of K & Company paper. Some tidbits here to cover up. More K & Company paper. Here's a Christmas card. I stitched it down here to make a pocket and then stitched it here so it wouldn't be too long, and I could just put a shipping tag in it that I stamped on. And I bought this old book of music at the Salvation Army, and it has some Christmas songs in it. So I included It Came Upon the Midnight Clear. Some more pieces from magazine cutouts from that old scrapbook that I bought. This was all part of it, and I just glued it onto the back of the music paper and decorated it with that scrapbook paper. And this was cut in the shape of a circle, so I cut another circle out with my Cricut to back it with, put some ledger paper on it. Here's the envelope that came on the card with from Colonial Williamsburg. I put some paper clips on it to hold it shut and included some extra tidbits that they can use in the book. Picture of Santa Claus from the K & Company paper, and that's the end of that book. So I hope you enjoyed looking at these. I love looking at other people's junk journals and smash books, so I hope to continue to see new ones. Please leave a comment, what you liked, what you didn't like, especially what you did like. I like to hear those. And have a happy Thanksgiving. It's almost Thanksgiving. Bye.